I'm Shravani, ex-employee of Scient, and Scient was really a good company to work for. I've been campus hired to Scient. I'm basically from mechanical engineering. Being in Scient as mechanical engineering is really good thing because there are not many designing companies of mechanical engineering in the market like in Hyderabad as well. I was into interview and I really didn't know that I would crack Scient because I think my technical skills are lacked a bit. I was an average student like with 60 percentage of marks, but I'm good at communication skills, so maybe that has brought me into Scient. So there are like three rounds of interview. One was online test, which consisted of logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, and also verbal reasoning. So there are many 300 of people attending that interview from three colleges. That had taken like some 50 students. So I was really happy for being in that. Actually, I didn't really believe in my skills until then, but after getting clearing the first round, I was able to gain confidence on myself. So the second round was onto technical skills. Yeah, there are like five questions and I have only answered two. But the man who interviewed, I don't know what he saw in me. Maybe the communication skills or else the reasoning IQ for what I answered. So somehow I cleared that round too, and last round was HR. So people feel like HR is really cool thing, and people who will go to HR will definitely clear that. But it was not that because HR was really tough. There were 20 people who went to HR, only 11 were selected, that too, 5 from mechanical engineering and 6 from aeronautical engineering. When I went into my HR, I was really tense, but I managed somehow. So there was a lady called Pyle who was interviewing me. Luckily, after telling my hobbies and telling about myself, the HR really concentrated on my avid reading skills. So she asked me which books do I read. So I told two, three books, and she was into those books as well. So yeah, that really got connected to me with my HR interviewer. So she asked me many questions from the same book. So I was able to answer because I read that book like 15 days ago and my HR was done. And after 3 days, I've known that I've been placed. I was much happier. Our training started when we were in college itself. So it was from the February of fourth year. So I had to do my project. I had to do concentrate on my exams and also undergo training for science. After completion of BTech, I was into tool training. So basically mechanical companies I work upon different tools like CATIA, Unigraphics, Creo, and all those. AutoCAD and everything that was taught in college is not really useful in uh, companies where you work for because companies aren't interested in designing. They are really interested in analysis and enhancing the product. So I was trained in CATIA where other friends are trained in Creo, Unigraphics and Pro as such. So I was in Decathlon and I really felt like I would be in a designing field where I'll be able to design the products and everything. But once I got the offer letter, everything turned. They've selected me for a team called Intellectual Property Rights. I didn't know first why did they select me into that team. I didn't want to get into that team, but my HR was like, first go into that, then if you don't like, you can change your domain. I was like, okay, pretty, let me see what it's in it for me. So I've been to that team, and then I realized, well, all my friends who are doing the work set by their team leaders, like what they need to do, no individual decisions actually, how the product need to be designed, that was done by them. But for me, it was really different because intellectual property rights team deal with patents and patents infringement with other companies. Like my client was Philips, so Philips really creates many new innovation projects. So it was quite challenging because we need to read some 100 pages of documents daily and really need to give our decision. Like it was given decision to the company, so one decision of ours will really cost a lot to company. I was happy because working for a client and convincing them and talking to the clients, it was really good thing. So yeah, that team taught me many things. So if you are really getting into science, don't think I want to get into this role only. Be confident in taking any role and be really flexible, because if you think that you didn't get the role what you wanted and you rebel it, then it could gonna cost more. If take my instance, if I rebelled that I don't want to get into the team, I think I wouldn't have learned many things, because designing is different field and working with clients and convincing them for a business, it was really good. So go for it. If you are being into sign, then decide which um, like how flexible you are gonna be, and yeah, be with confidence in whatever you do. That is what I would say. A pay scale is really based upon your talent. Like after the appraisal alone, you'll get to know. Like before that, you'll be having common pay scale. A science doesn't only takes the work you do in appraisals. It will also be checking about the innovations what you do to that team or automation for the work you do, and also how much you contribute for the team. Yes, site has many CSR activities like corporate social responsibilities. So there are many adopted schools. There are like skill centers where you can teach and where you can learn also. Science really helps you in completing your higher education, like not overseas, but if you are working and also wanted to do some course like MBA, which is definitely useful for the company only. So Science will also give reimbursements and also will support you by giving education leaves like 15 leaves for an year. Before joining Science only, I enrolled for Science because I know Science would definitely support for higher education. Yeah, and I successfully completed 3 semesters with no backlogs. So I was to HR specialization, and now I want to be into HR team, so I've resigned. All the best for your future. Yeah, thank you, Neha ma'am, for giving me this opportunity and sharing my views about science. Thank you.